Interest rates in Singapore has gone up and will continue to go up. So what does this mean for you if you are in the market looking to buy a property? Should you buy now or should you buy later? Now, I personally am very affected by this increase of interest rate because this house that I'm currently staying in, I took a loan of $2.6 million, and at the point of purchase, my interest rate was only 1% and I opted for the floating rate, and my effective interest rate right now is 2.1%. So there has been a tremendous increase on the interest that I have to pay for this property that I'm currently staying in. So if you're thinking, you are a property agent, how can you be making such a mistake? Couldn't you have anticipated the increase of interest rate and you should have gone for the fixed instead of the floating? You are correct. But the redeeming factor is at the point of purchase. When I bought this house in October 2021, I bought it at $3.48 million, and as of today, the bank valuation is already at $4.6 million. And the increase in bank valuation helps a lot because I know at the point of time when I'm about to sell this property, there is going to be a huge capital gain to cover for all the potential costs that I will be paying into this house. And as of right now, that would be the increased interest rates. So if you're in the market looking to buy a property and you're thinking if the increased interest rate is going to be something that you have to worry about, I want you to think about this whole situation from these following points. Number one, before you buy a property, make sure that you have more than enough to cover up to 6 months to 1 year of installment before you even proceed with the purchase. Number two, you got to make sure that whichever property that you are buying, the capital appreciation is going to be big enough for you to cover all the costs that you will potentially sink into the property. Things like bank interest, renovation, stamp duty, and all the other costs. Number three, you got to recognize that whichever property that you're considering to buy, you are considering based on what you need. For example, you need to live near to a school, you want to live near to your parents, but these are things that is not going to cause your property price to appreciate. So before buying a property, you got to be very sure and aware, are you buying based on your own needs or are you buying objectively because you know that this property has the ability to appreciate in capital? And you got to be able to accept that in the event if your property doesn't appreciate in price over the horizon that you're holding onto this property, you might be incurring a loss. So in my current situation, even though the interest rate has gone up, I'm paying a lot more in interest as compared to 1 year before. The increase of the value of my property makes up for all of this. So stay prudent, do your due diligence, and make sure that you can comfortably afford any property before you even consider buying it.